Alright, everybody. We're going to try this again. It looks like we are working now. Looks like everything on the Twitch side is okay, and the YouTube side. So, let's go ahead and start our intro over. Hello, everybody. This is Bandwagon Sports, and I'm your host, Cade Navarro. This is a Bandwagon Friday show, so I want to thank you for tuning in. If you are watching right now, go ahead and drop your wildcard weekend picks for the NFL this weekend. But in this episode, we are going to be going over the NBA action that happened last night, touch on a tiny bit of football news, and then we're going to be going over the wildcard weekend matchups and who we think are going to win. And then we're going to touch on our Bovada $45 to $100 challenge. So if you're watching, go ahead and drop your wildcard weekend picks in the chat, and then we'll look at that when we get around to it. But let's see. We had 5 games last night with 10 NBA teams, 5 winners. We had the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Donovan Mitchell with a 45-point, 12 rebound, 6 assist game to take down the Brooklyn Nets. Bucks take down the Celtics with a little ass whooping. We had old Giannis with 24 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and Celtics getting beat so bad they pull out all of their starters in the second half. So we had a bunch of blowouts last night. Not very many close games. Thunder, Trailblazers. Thunder absolutely rocking the Trailblazers. Trailblazers are the first franchise to lose multiple games by 60-plus points. And they got absolutely dominated. The most points they scored in a quarter was 24 points. So Thunder, Chet Holmgren, Shea Gillis Jr. just absolutely destroying the Trailblazers. Shea Gillis with 31 points. And then my old Dallas Mavericks taking down the New York Knicks. We had old Luka Doncic out, but it didn't matter. Old Kyrie Irving with 44 points, 10 assists to take down old Jalen Brunson, the old Maverick, and the New York Knicks, and putting them one game above the Knicks. So with the West being so close, that is very good for them. They need to keep that up. Julius Randle with a 32.6 rebound game. And then we have the old Phoenix Suns taking on the Los Angeles Lakers and absolutely dominating them. Beating them by what, 18? Is that what that says? With Suns, with old Bradley Beal with 37.6 rebounds. And then you had D'Angelo Russell with a 19.6 assist game. Let's see, we had the Trailblazers, and that is probably going to do it just for our NBA action. I'm sure there was some NCAA action going on, but we're going to go ahead and hop into the football action. I'm trying to get to wildcard weekend picks. That is my favorite part of this stream right now. But we're going to touch on a tiny bit of college football news real quick, and then a little NFL, and then bang, we're right into the wildcard weekend. But Nick Saban, we just saw that he retired, but him giving an interview and saying that this was one of the most grueling seasons that he's had, having that loss to Texas that second week, old UT. Apparently it had been a lot just getting his team back to that championship. So we can listen to like a little snippet of
hiring
this.
Coaches, recruiting players, that my age started to become a little bit of an issue. People wanted assurances that I would be here for 3 years, 5 years, whatever, and that got harder and harder for me to be honest about. And to be honest, this last season was grueling. It was a real grind for us to come from where we started to where we got to. Took a little more out of me than usual, and you know, when people mention the health issue, it was really just the grind of, can you do this the way you want to do it? Can you do it the way you've always done it and be able to sustain it and do it for the entire season? And if I couldn't make a commitment to do that in the future, the way I think I have to do it, I thought maybe this was the right time based on those two sets of circumstances like I said, there's never a good time. But I actually thought that hiring coaches, recruiting players, that my age started to become a little bit of an issue. People wanted.
So, him just talking about this last season, how it was a little more grueling than the previous seasons. Him kind of saying that, hey, he's not able to keep up to the level that he wants to be at, and that he holds himself to. So, coming to that point where he is unable to do that, he doesn't want to give all these Alabama players what he has left. He wants he wants someone to be able to come in and do the job that needs to be done. So, old Nicholas Saban, we salute you. Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver for the Ohio State Buckeyes, is officially declaring for the NFL draft. So, there were talks that he might stay another year just because he's making more money than maybe he would make as an NFL rookie. But him being one of those top probably 5 picks, he's going to be making a lot more money than these NIL deals. So it just made sense for old Marvin Harrison Jr. to declare for the NFL draft. But maybe for some other players that aren't going to be in that top 5, but they are the stud of their program, maybe it makes sense to stay in college and get those NIL deals. But we'll see old Marvin Harrison Jr. catching touchdowns in the NFL this next year, hopefully. Hopping into the NFL action now before wildcard weekend, we have old Bill Belichick obviously retiring. We touched on that yesterday. Not retiring, stepping down as head coach of the New England Patriots. So we will see old Bill Belichick at another NFL team this next year. We saw notable firings. We saw the Falcons coach get fired, Chargers, Commanders, and Titans coach all get fired. So will we see old Bill Belichick at any of these programs, or will we see him somewhere else? We'll talk about maybe a potential Dallas Cowboys head coach, maybe. But New England having a press conference with their owner and them kind of saying like, hey, we support Bill Belichick going to another franchise. And we wish him all the success, except for when they played the Patriots. So, old Bill Belichick, we will see him in another sleeveless hoodie on another team's sideline. That will be very fun to watch. But we'll see where he goes. But New England Patriots hire their head coach, who is, we have Gerard Mayo. So Gerard Mayo will be the New England Patriots head coach this next year. He was the linebackers coach since 2019. So he has been with the New England Patriots system for a while now. And he will be now the youngest head coach in NFL history. Him being like a month younger than the Rams head coach. So now we have the youngest ever head coach at the New England Patriots. He is 37 years old, so not so young, but pretty young. Let's see. Now this was Mad Dogs, NFL players with the most Super Bowl pressure. We have at number 5, Travis Kelce. His reason being, hey, he's got all the Swifties watching him. If he puts up 3 receptions for 10 yards, that is going to look bad. You got all the Swifties watching you. You're dating Taylor Swift. You are in the public sphere. You have to perform. Obviously, we're going to see them face off against the old Miami Dolphins, and it will be in either the negative degrees with the wind chill, or it will be in the teens, or just low numbers. It is going to be a cold game. It's going to be a freezing game. Next being Josh Allen. He's come up short every time in playoffs, almost taken down old Patrick Mahomes a few years back, but inevitably not being able to get it done. Him making it to playoffs almost every year, but just not being able to do anything in playoffs. So we're going to look to see old Josh Allen do more this year. They are facing off against the Steelers, so should have an easy first round. But them being the 2 seed, they're going to have the easiest route to the AFC Championship, other than the Ravens. So good luck to old Josh Allen. He does have a lot of pressure. He said Micah Parsons. I do not agree with this, but hey, I guess there's some pressure on him. But I do agree with old Dak Prime with what, 2 playoff wins, I think, with Josh Allen. So only 2 playoff wins, but we have one of the best teams that we have ever had. Other than the running back position, we are one of the best teams in the NFL. We're the number 2 seed in the NFC, and we at least need to win these next 2 games. And have a chance to take down the 49ers. 49ers obviously have to get there as well, but Cowboys are going to have to get through the boogeyman 49ers and then the boogeyman Ravens, most likely, if they want a chance at winning the Super Bowl. So they have a chance, but they're going to have to play impeccable ball in this postseason. But if Dak playing at home, first game, playing at home, second game, they are 8-0 at home. They should be able to get it done, especially against a Packers team and then whoever they may play next. Now, moving on from there, they're going to have to face off against the 49ers, and they will have to be on the road. Playing on the road, they are like 3-5 this year. So, old Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, they're going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to figure out this road situation, because if they play the 49ers in the NFC Championship, that's going to be a road game, and the Super Bowl will be a road game. They are not good on the road. They're going to have to figure it out. They're going to have to figure it out 2 weeks in a row. And then the most pressure going into playoffs would be Lamar Jackson. So Lamar Jackson has led his team to be the number 1 team in the NFL. So everyone's thinking Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are going to win it all. They have to win it all. You've seen Lamar in play in postseason. I think he's maybe only had 1 win. We looked at that yesterday. I do not remember. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's take a look. So, I think Dak Prescott and Josh Allen had 2 wins each. No, Josh Allen has 4 wins. My bad. So Josh Allen has 4 wins in playoffs, but has not been able to get it done. So we will see. Josh Allen's going to have to get it done. He's going to have to do it. Dak Prescott, he should have 2 more wins, and it's just going to depend on old Brocketh Purdy. So we'll see, hopefully, a battle of the 49ers and Cowboys in the NFC Championship. And then old Lamar Jackson only has 1 playoff win. So Lamar has all the pressure in the world. They're the number 1 team, but he is one of the lowest for postseason wins. So, LaMarcus, you're going to have to turn it up. Stephen A. says Mark McCarthy loses to anyone other than San Francisco. I wouldn't think about bringing him back. So we talked about Bill Belichick looking at all these other teams. Well, if Mike McCarthy doesn't perform, if he does not perform, you have to think old Jerry Jones might be looking in that Bill Belichick little area. Bill Belichick would be taking on one of the best teams in the NFL, and he is known to win. So, if old Mike McCarthy loses to his old team, the Green Bay Packers, or loses the next round, or maybe even doesn't win the Super Bowl, we could see Dallas making some moves. You know Jerry Jones, especially with old Bill Belichick. You don't always get that opportunity, so that could be an opportunity there. This will be the first time in playoffs without any of the Mannings or Brady since 1998. So since I was born, the year I was born, there has not been Eli or Peyton Manning or Tom Brady in the postseason. So wow, we are stepping into a new era. We are just stepping into a new era. Uh-oh, I'm blurred. Hello? No. Oh no. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think. Okay. So we are stepping into a new era of football in general, college football, NFL football. We got some of the greatest of all time not competing in the postseason, and we have Bill Belichick leaving the New England Patriots after 24 years, and we have old Nick Saban retiring and not coaching for the University of Alabama. So, football, as we all know it, is changing. And nobody likes change. Nobody likes change. Everybody likes to be comfortable staying in what they know. But this is a new era. Maybe in this era, this is Dak Prescott's era. Maybe this is Mike McCarthy's era. Maybe the old Dallas Cowboys win it all every year now. That would be awesome. There we go. But this is football. So 9 years ago today, Dez caught it. We see the controversial call that would have set up the Dallas Cowboys to win against the Packers, but inevitably lose because of this 4th down call. Dez comes up, high points it, catches the ball. The ref even calls it a catch. They review it. You know what they say? Incomplete pass. After further review, incomplete pass. Years later, they will come back and be like, Dez caught it. Actually, he caught it. As a Cowboys fan, what the fuck do you think? What is that going to do for us? Are you going to give us a You can give us a Super Bowl for it? What does that do for us years later? So, Cowboys get taken down by the Packers. I think the Packers win the Super Bowl that year. And this puts, I think, the NFC East. So, Dallas Cowboys would have gone on to win a Super Bowl with old Tony Romo and Des Bryant, but they aren't able to get it done because of a Vegas call. A Vegas call in the refs being like, hey, he dropped it. He dropped it. He dropped it. So, Cowboys lose. But this is a new year. This is a new quarterback. This is a new Dallas Cowboys team. This is a brand new Packers team too. So, this will be the Cowboys' year. Moving on to Wild Card Weekend. We're going to go over the matchups, and then we're going to do our wagon of the week picks for all of these matchups right here. We have Browns, Texans, at NRG Stadium in Houston at Texans Stadium. Cleveland, -2 in this one, and the over-under is 44.5. Wow. Look to see old Joe Flacco slinging it to David Njoku, to Amari Cooper, and C.J. Stroud slinging it to Nico Collins. This would be a fun Texans team to watch if they had old Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Noah Brown, all of these players. But obviously Tank Dell suffering a season-ending injury. You know he wants to be here. He will be an electric player this next year, but not this year. But Joe Flacco looking to win himself a second Super Bowl championship. That would be insane. And then rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud looking to win his first ever playoff game. So we got battle of the veteran versus battle of the rookie. Moving on, we got the old Dolphins taking on the Chiefs. Dolphins on the road facing off against the Chiefs. Chiefs favored -4.5, and the over-under is 43.5. This will be, wow, look at this right here. It will be -1 degrees in Kansas City for this game. So we could see a snow game. We could see a snow playoff game. That would be insane. I do not know if Raheem Mostert and Jalen Waddle are out for this one. Hopefully they are back and they are a full healthy team, because they are going to need that run game, especially in this cold weather. So look to see Dolphins taking advantage of Raheem Mostert and Devin Achane, and then Chiefs using old Pacheco running in his new shoes down the sideline. We'll see how Kansas City fares in playoffs. We obviously know Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL, and that he will perform in this high-pressure playoff situation. But can his receivers catch a ball, especially in this weather? So we will see. And can Dolphins take down an above 500 team? That is also yet to be seen. Next, we have Bills taking on the Steelers. Bills at home. This will be 22 degrees, and hey, looks like potentially snowing. So let's see. The spread on this one, -10 Buffalo, and the over under 35.5 points. Look to see. I think we got two of the best defenses in the NFL right here facing off against each other. So look to see a big defensive game, especially in this weather. But this will be a fun one. And hey, a lot of pressure on Josh Allen. Josh Allen's got to get it done. And then we got old Mason Rudolph leading the old Steelers. Moving on, we got Cowboys taking on the Packers. My Dallas Cowboys playing this Sunday at 3:30. They will be taking down the Green Bay Packers. Dallas projected to win -7 with the over-under at 50.5 points. In Dallas, it will be 10 degrees, but they are in AT&T Stadium, so it will be indoors, so shouldn't be a problem. The Cowboys 8-0 at home. Packers 9-5 on the road. This should be a high-scoring domination from the Dallas Cowboys. So remember, Dak got a lot of pressure on the line. Mike McCarthy, a lot of pressure on the line. We're going to need to see. Hey, they've been talking shit about old Tony Pollard in our run game. How we don't have that smash mouth run game. We are only a passing team. Tony, shut the haters up and run the damn ball. And then CeeDee Lamb with 12 touchdowns. No, I think 9 touchdowns in a row. So 9 games in a row with a touchdown. Look to see him get his 10th touchdown. I think that's almost a gimme. But moving on, we have Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on his old team, the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff also taking on his old team. So, battle of the old quarterbacks that flip-flopped. Lions will be at home, first time winning their division, and I don't know how long, and first time having a 12-win season. So, taking on the boogeyman, their old quarterback, Matthew Stafford. Detroit favored to win this by -3. Detroit and the Rams would both just piss poor defenses, but both offenses very electric. Lions with Jahmyr Gibbs, with David Montgomery, and then Rams with old Kyren Williams. You got Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. Lions also with Amon-Ra St. Brown. So both electric teams. And then our Monday Night Football action. We have old Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers at home taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles. So, Philadelphia Eagles last week were not able to play Swift. A.J. Brown went out early with an injury, and Devontae Smith. So they had 3 of their most explosive playmakers out of the game. And then Jalen Hurts ends up, I guess his finger pops out of socket mid-game. You see his middle finger all funky. He goes to the sideline. They pop it back in place. He comes back in, not able to really do what he wants to do. And then them taking him out for Marcus Mariota. So, will Jalen Hurts be healthy for this one? Will Swift, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith be healthy for this one? They will have an additional day to get well since they are the Monday game. But can they be a healthy team to take down the old Buccaneers? Baker Mayfield also suffering multiple injuries. He's been playing through multiple injuries all season long, but he has had his last 2 games had 2 shaky games, and apparently he is not feeling too shabby. So hopefully we have Baker Mayfield and a full Buccaneers team taking on Jalen Hurts and a full Eagles team. This would be a fun matchup. Eagles losing 5 of their last 6 games, so not being able to figure out how to win a game. Bucks winning their division. Baker Mayfield getting $1 million incentive just to win their division and make playoffs. Bucks at home. I mean, this is a recipe for Bucks to win their first or to win a playoff game. Philadelphia is favored -3 with the over or under at 43.5. It looks like this will be a rainy game. It will be about 67 degrees. So we will see. But now we are going to be giving our wagon of the week picks. So without further ado, so we have our wagon of the week picks. We're going to give our winner for all these matchups. We're going to give spread and the over-under on all of these. So we have Browns taking on Texans in NRG Stadium. Give me Browns -2. Joe Flacco leading the Browns to a Super Bowl. Taking down the rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud. Veteran destroying the rookie. Showing him, hey, I'm the boss of this NFL. And then give me the over on this one. They will both be slinging it. I'm sure Joe Flacco throws himself a pair of interceptions, giving CJ Stroud great opportunities to get into the end zone. But Browns get it done, especially with their stellar defense. So Cleveland -2, and then give me the over. Dolphins, Chiefs. It's going to be -1 degrees. Oh, I don't know about the spread on this one. Give me. Dolphins have not fared very well on the road and against above 500 teams, but it is going to be a snowy game. And they have the best running backs. Golly, give me. Give me the Dolphins +4.5. Kansas City still wins, but Dolphins +4.5. And then give me the under in this one. And I actually take the under. And I took Cleveland -2 on a parlay. We'll check that out here in a second. But give me the under in this one, just because it is a -1 degree game. Hopefully it's snowing. Hopefully we get a white game. That would be awesome. But Dolphins +4.5, and give me the under. Steelers, Bills. It will be snowing. It looks like 22 degrees in Buffalo. Buffalo -10, and then the over-under 35.5. Give me. Give me Steelers. Even though Bills have been hot, they've been barely pulling these games off. Give me Steelers +10, and give me. I think the over on this one. Give me the over. That's about 17 points each. I think they can do that. So give me +10 for the Steelers, and then give me the over. I think they actually have the over in a pick, so better be the over. Then we have old Dallas Cowboys taking on the Packers. Dallas -7, and then 50.5 is the over under. Give me Dallas -7. Getting it done. Explosive offense. Just taking down the Packers. Getting some revenge. Aaron Rodgers isn't there anymore to kill our hopes. So, give me old Dallas Cowboys to take down the new Jordan Love Packers. And hey, start this rivalry over again. But this time, Dallas Cowboys winning all these games, not Aaron Rodgers taking us down. So, give me Cowboys -7, and then this is either going to be a shaky game between a new quarterback and and Dak Prescott, or we're going to be slinging touchdowns left and right. Give me the over. Just give me it. And then we got old Rams taking on the Lions. Both two insane offenses with both teams having no defense. Detroit favored -3. Give me the Rams +3. I'm taking all the underdogs coming into playoff. All of them. So give me Detroit +3. And then the over-under on this, give me the over. This is going to be a non-stop score game. Score. So, over, and then Rams +3, and actually Rams money line. Matthew Stafford, the boogeyman, coming in, taking out his old team. And then we got the Monday Night Football action for our last wagon of the week pick. This is not financial advice on any of these, but Philadelphia is favored -3. They're 5 out of their last 6 games. They are on the road. Their team is facing multiple injuries. They are playing awful football. Give me Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking down the Eagles and winning a playoff game with old Baker. So, Bucks +3. And the over-under, I feel like this is going to be a very low-scoring game. Give me the under. Give me the under in this one. It will be 67 degrees, raining. I actually like that. We're actually going to take that pick live. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, folks. Oh, come on, folks. Come on, folks. We got a stream to finish. We got Baker Mayfield. Yeah, we're actually gonna take that. We're gonna take the under in this one. So for our football action, we got. Oh yeah, coming into our $50 to $100 challenge, we are now sitting at $71. So we started at, I think, $45, but we're going to call it $50 because that sounds better. So started at $45, now we're at $71. Yesterday we were at $69, so we had to battle, but hey, we are up. We're up $2 on this challenge. Open bets though, we have 4 open bets, and we're going to go ahead and take another one. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Philadelphia Eagles. We are going to take the under in this one. So let's go ahead and do a dollar bet. Dollar bet, not financial advice, not at all. And I hope this isn't against anything, but we're going to take that. But open bets, we have Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now we're at 70 with the under in this one. And then we have a massive parlay right here. We have Cleveland Browns -2. We have Kansas City Chiefs to win the game. We have Pittsburgh Steelers, Buffalo Bills over 35.5 points. Dallas Cowboys -7 points. Los Angeles Rams taking down money line, taking down the Detroit Lions. Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking down Philadelphia Eagles money line. A dollar bet to win $85. So $1.67 actually to win $87 or $85. And then we have old Tampa Bay Buccaneers just to win, just money line straight up. And then we have Miami Dolphins, Kansas City Chiefs under. Do we have that in this one? No, we just have their money line. Okay, so we have the under in that one. And then we have the Cleveland Browns winning the Super Bowl to win 35 Buccaneers. So that is how our challenge is doing. We will update y'all Monday. Hopefully I do some betting. We'll see how any of these fared. Who knows? Maybe I hit the 85 Buckaroos. But we're going to send it off with some funny action right here. We have Matt Hasselback. I think that's his name. Whatever. We got Hasselback saying, we want the ball and we're going to score. This is an overtime game and wild card weekend in the NFC. Game tied at 27 in overtime. Listen to this funny situation play out. And this is what we're going to end our show on.
I'd like to call heads.
Heads is called.
Look at him, he's laughing.
Heads! Seattle has won the toss.
We want the ball, we're going to score.
Turn around.
Oh boy.
What do you call?
So the Seahawks, you got Hasselbeck saying, hey, heads. Him smiling, joking around, them getting heads. The whole team going, heads. And then you got him saying, we want the ball and we're going to score. If they score, they win the game. That is the rule. That is the rule. But let's see how it fared out. You got Hasselback right here stepping back. Throwing a pick. 6. Seahawks lose the game. Green Bay advances. So, Mans was cocky. Man thought he was going to destroy this game. He thought this was going to be one of the most alpha moments in NFL history. But turns out it was a beta moment. So, that's going to do it for us on this Bandwagon Friday show. Have a happy Friday. Have an amazing weekend. And don't forget to follow the socials down below. You're about to see them right here. Follow Bandwagon Sports on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and subscribe to this YouTube channel right here. We have 39 subscribers and we have 169 followers on all Instagram. So if you want to see some funny meme content and you want to see some clips from our show, go ahead and drop a follow and get you some memes. We're going to have some amazing wildcard weekend memes this week. So look for that. But without further ado, I'm Caden Navarro. I'm your host of Bandwagon Sports, and we are going to sign out for the weekend. Peace out, everybody, and we will see you Monday.